Hello kapatid! At hello sa mga mag-aaral na nahihirapan sa pag-study ng kanilang lessons. Ano ba talaga ang best way to study? Well, there's no perfect way to study as every student is different and what might be a good studying technique for one student might not be effective to another. Habang ikaw ay nag-aaral kung paano ba talaga mag-study ng lesson, you will benefit from trying a range of different techniques until you settle on a system that works for you. Paano ba talaga mag-aral ng maigi? Well, there's no one-size-fits-all approach when it comes to studying effectively. There are methods you can use to improve your recall and long-term memory. Remember, everyone has different learning techniques. What works for other students may not work for you. Just keep trying until you discover the best way to study. So, ito ang ating mga tips ngayon, how to help you study effectively. Number 1 is get organized. Taking the time to get organized will set you up well and help you achieve your learning goals. These are the top study tips. Invest in a diary. Use it to keep track of current assignment deadlines. Bring all the material and devices you need to class so you can participate. You may find it helpful to pack your bag the night before so you're ready to go first thing in the morning. Number 2, don't skip classes. Skipping class can be detrimental to your learning and achieving your goals. It leaves gaping holes in your notes and in your subject knowledge. If you have vacant periods, use it to study, work, see your friends, whatever is important to you. Remember to practice active listening by focusing on what your teachers are saying in class and taking notes as needed. Number 3, take notes. To keep your brain engaged during class, take notes which you can refer to later. As you refine your study techniques, notes can help store information and in long-term memory right there in your class. These notes will be important for reviewing when you're completing assessments and assignments. You might find it handy to condense your notes after class so they're clear and easy to read. Underline the highlights or key points. If anything doesn't make sense, you can seek clarification from your teacher. You can also create visual aids like flowcharts and mind maps to help simplify information. For some students, these visual aids help them remember complex information and study more effectively. If you do miss a class, ask a study buddy or classmate if you can't refer to their notes. This will ensure there are no holes in your own note-taking. Number 4, talk to your teacher and ask questions. Your teacher is, in a way, a resource who is here to be used. Focus on one subject at a time. Learning in a workshop-style class, you get the opportunity to know your teacher. You can take advantage of this interactive learning environment by asking questions during or after class where you can get fast feedback. Teacher can further clarify any topics you find confusing. You may even be able to get a little direction on assignments before submitting. Your teacher will no doubt be impressed with your initiative and happy to help. Number 5, space out your studying. One of the most effective ways of studying is to space out your learning sessions. If you break up your study load over several days, you'll retain information far more readily than if you crammed in one long session. This can help deeply ingrain information, allowing you to retain it for the long term. You'll find you achieve much better results for it. Number 6, create a study plan and stick to it. One top study tip is to create a schedule or plan. This is incredibly helpful for time management and can help you reach your learning goals. A study plan will motivate you to study as you'll have time dedicated to learning. Keep you organized around work, hobbies, and other commitments. As you can plan ahead, break your study load into manageable blocks. Give you time to complete your assignments, ensuring they're not rushed or last minute. Number 7, don't just reread, but study. When you are reading and rereading texts and notes, you're not studying. This is because you're not engaging with the material. You will discover that you have trouble remembering class notes if you are not using active studying techniques. Instead of reading, try creating concept maps and diagrams, explaining concepts to yourself step by step, formulating questions and problems that you can come back and solve, effectively creating a quiz for yourself, becoming a teacher or tutor to your study group or partner and leading the course material by explaining concepts to them. Number 8, set up a quiet study place. It is important to have a designated study area that is free from distraction and will allow you to study effectively. When you settle in your study area, you'll know you are there to learn. This mindset will help you overall motivation to study. Choose a study space that is quiet, well lit, and in a low traffic area. Don't say, study at a dining table when you're going to be constantly distracted by housemates or family members moving in and out of the kitchen. If there's nowhere suitable for study at home, try your local or school library. Libraries are naturally quiet and many have designated areas for study. For many students, the greatest distraction is their phone. You may find it helpful to switch your phone to silent or even off for the duration of your study session. Number 9, test yourself. Getting someone to quiz you or quizzing yourself is great retrieval practice. This learning technique helps you commit information to your long-term memory and easily retrieve it when needed. Recalling an answer to a question improves learning, as does writing down that answer, you're committing it to memory. You might find it helpful to create flashcards each time you learn a new topic. Flashcards can help questions in them or have a prompt that triggers the recall of relevant information. Ask a parent, friend, housemate, or study buddy to quiz you using your flashcards. The act of creating them alone will help you better retain information and is an effective study technique. And number 10, find a study buddy or join a study group. One of the best ways to study is to share the experience with another person. It can be beneficial to find a study buddy or even form a study group with like-minded students. Your study group can keep you motivated, help you stay accountable, quiz and test you on a course material, read over your work to offer advice, and share resources such as textbooks, lowering expenses.